Two powerhouse automation tools, Zapier and Pipedream, go head to head. But which one really delivers? On one side, we have Zapier, the automation staple trusted by millions. On the other, Pipedream, the developer's automation playground with serious flexibility. We're benchmarking them in the ways that matter most. Integrations, ease of use, pricing, customization, developer capabilities, and more. Forget the marketing hype. Let's focus on what actually works in practice. Each category earns points, so by the end, you'll know exactly which platform comes out on top. And trust me, the winner may surprise you. Let's get into it. So here's the game plan. We're going to map out these two on price, power, and flexibility, their whole integration range, what the developer experience feels like, community and support, and even how they handle monitoring and scale. It's a lot, but we want the full picture, right? Okay, let's kick things off with price. Zapier gives you a pretty generous free tier and nice predictable flat rate plans, which is great if you hate surprise bills at the end of the month. That said, man, once you start actually needing real power, yeah, those higher plans get expensive fast. Meanwhile, Pipedream is like, you only pay for what you use. It's flexible, has a generous event quota, and honestly, for a lot of folks, could end up being cheaper. But fair warning, those usage-based models can be a bit unpredictable if you suddenly blow up in users. Still, for price, Pipedream sneaks ahead. Now, on to power and flexibility. Zapier is the go-to for no-code users. Thousands of ready-made connections, super easy setup. But, and this is huge, if you want to do anything remotely fancy, like advanced logic or actual code, you'll hit a wall unless you pay big bucks for the premium stuff. Pipedream is basically the coder's playground. Node.js, Python, Bash, whatever. You can toss in custom code everywhere, hit any API directly, go wild. Downside? You actually have to know what you're doing. So not for the faint of heart, but I mean, wow, if you're a developer, this thing is a whole other level. Pipedream clearly wins here. Integration range is where Zapier flexes. Over 10,000 apps, are you even kidding me? If it connects to the internet, odds are Zapier can automate it. So if you want easy SaaS stuff, little setup, you're golden. Once in a blue moon, you'll find a missing API, but honestly, it's rare. Pipedream's range is strong for APIs and dev tools, yeah, and webhooks everywhere, which is nice. But if you're after those super polished business app integrations, there's just not as many. Zapier takes this one, hands down. Quick trivia break. Did you know? Zapier's been around since 2011, but Pipedream only showed up in 2019. So if you've noticed, Zapier feels more polished and established, well, now you know why. Next up, developer experience. Zapier gives you a visual workflow builder, and it's honestly pretty simple to learn if you're non-technical. But if you want actual custom code, you'll need to pay for a premium plan. And even then, it's kind of limited. No proper package support, no real code branching. Pipedream? Oh, and here's something cool. It feels a lot like VS Code in your browser. You get real NPM packages, true code branching, and real-time logs. In short, devs are gonna absolutely love it. Regular folks, not so much. It is a lot to pick up. If you're into code though, Pipedream just runs laps around Zapier here. For community and support, Zapier look. It's the granddaddy of automation. Huge user base, tons of documentation, training. There's even live chat if you're on a paid plan. If you're on free, yeah, good luck waiting. Pipedream does have active developer forums and honestly stellar API docs. You can even open issues on GitHub. The catch? The user base isn't as massive and support's mostly for paid users. Still solid, but this is one category where Zapier just brings a lot more to the table. Let's talk about monitoring and scale. Honestly underrated. Both of these are actually pretty solid here. Zapier makes tracking errors and retries super approachable. Analytics aren't super deep, but you do get what you need. Lower plans can hit limits though. Pipedream, on the other hand, gives you super advanced logging, live workflow views, and high concurrency, which, yeah, is a bit of a power move. But with those strengths come complicated quotas, and you can actually run into limits if you get a sudden tidal wave of traffic. Really, I'd call this one a tidal wave of traffic. Really, I'd call this one a tie. They both have the goods, but different flavors. If you stack up all the scores, you'll notice Pipedream shines on developer-focused stuff. Price, power, flexibility, code workflows. But Zapier, honestly, is a beast for sheer app integration and community support. They both trade wins, but it's not an even split. So here's the bottom line. If what you want is to wire up business apps, automate boring stuff, and never look at a line of code, Zapier is basically impossible to beat. On the other hand, if you live and breathe APIs, want to write custom scripts, or crave serious flexibility, Pipedream is kind of the best kept secret in automation land. There's your winner, depending on the crowd. If this rundown helped you out at all, follow or subscribe for more tech breakdowns. I've got a bunch of geeky comparisons coming your way.